Part of self-improvement is no longer attaching itself in self-worth to how another person thinks or thinks about how you're moving. Because that's who you were then. Who you're becoming now is completely different. And you got to start thinking that and saying that to yourself. What another person or a group of people think or say about you, hey, yo, it's really none of your business. It's got nothing to do with you. Because at the end of the day, the whole point of you self-improving your life is for the fact that you're doing it for you. And if you ever need to remind yourself, go look in the mirror while you're brushing your teeth and remind yourself that you're self-improving your own life. You're improving your own life. You're enhancing your own life for yourself, for nobody else. The minute that you decide to attach your self-improvement, your growth, your healing journey to somebody else or in an environment, you need to take a step back and pause and reevaluate and rewire this right here. Because the whole purpose of you growing is for you. It ain't for nobody else. At the end of the day, when you lay in that bed of yours, the only thing that you got to think about is what's important to me. What makes me feel good? What enhanced my life? It got nothing to do with nobody else. Who cares what other people think about who you once were? That was who you once were in the past. Who you are right now is not even in the midst of that energy that you were once even embracing or holding on to or even allowing in your circle. That's not you anymore. That is self-improvement. It's a part that a lot of people don't talk about because I see it all the time. I'm going to go and lose this weight to show them. I'm going to go and get that job to show them. I'm going to go and become a 6 months. I'm going to do the 6 months. I ain't going to talk to nobody. I'm going to do all these things to prove prove who? Who are you proving it to? Accept yourself. Self-improve. Who are you proving it to? Accept yourself. You're the only person that you should be even trying to make proud. To prove, if not wrong, to prove right. Look yourself in the mirror right now and say, hey, yo, I know I'm proving myself because I knew from jump that I can do this. I knew from jump that I had the ability to do everything that I knew in my head, and every picture and visualization that I ever had, I knew I was capable of doing it. And even when people are trying to tell you, oh yeah, you on that self-improvement journey, you on that healing journey, y'all think that I ain't gonna do nothing. Who cares? Tune that noise out. You don't need that noise around you. Who cares what they think or say? Who cares what they think about you? They're still putting that old picture of how you were in the past. They're not looking at the version of you that it's improving in front of them now. And the ones who actually notice are the ones in terms of the opinions that I would say would even count. Because they're gonna look at you and be like, yo, man, you're growing. Like, I'm so proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. That means they actually care. But the ones who are thinking about you, who you were in the past life, catch the joke. The only reason why they're more than likely even thinking and saying, oh yeah, you think you're going to go ahead and grow and blah, 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 is because the version of you at that moment in the past benefited them the most. That version of you used to people please, used to have low self-esteem, low confidence, would say yes when they wanted to say no, would put themselves last, wouldn't even put themselves even on the list. And now you're saying, I'm putting myself on a list, but not only am I putting myself on a list, I'm putting myself first to take care of me for a moment. And if they got a problem with it, more than likely, even if you set a boundary and a healthy boundary, not to disrespect them, because at the end of the day, also, we're not setting boundaries to upset people. We're setting boundaries to protect ourselves. All right? So even if they're getting mad about that, more than likely, they're like, yo, man, like, they used to say yes to me all the time. Now they're not saying yes to me. Now they're giving me boundaries. Like, oh, what is? Oh, what is? Because they're upset. They're upset with the fact that now you're saying, hey, yo, I got to put me first. So if you're thinking about self-improving, building self-confidence, building self-esteem, notice the word at the front of each: self. You were doing it for oneself. You were never doing it for them. You were never trying to improve your life for them. And this is what you have to rewire and remove from your brain. And it takes time. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some patience. This is what you got to rewire to tell yourself, I am worthy to allow myself to just be however it looks, however it feels, however I need to make it work. I'm worthy of it. And if anybody really got a problem with it, if they loved me, they would understand. If they loved me and they cared for me, they would understand. If they respected me, they would understand. Because you're not doing it from a malice. You're not doing it to be disrespectful. You're just doing it to honor yourself. And in many ways, and I've learned, you're doing it to honor your past self, the one that was saying yes when really wanted to say no, or no with conditions. You're allowing them to feel seen and heard, and you're protecting them. You're allowing that past version to feel safe. And I'm not saying like everything, I'm not saying like safe as a physically, I mean just safe as energetically, spiritually, mentally. Because sometimes when you were saying yes, when you really want to say no, or yes with conditions perhaps, you didn't feel like you were mentally safe. You felt as if like you were just doing it just to do it, to make other people feel happy. And now that you're dealing with the baggage of all of that, times when you really wanted to say no, now you're just saying, I gotta say yes for me. I gotta put me first. It's not selfish in any way, shape, or form to say to yourself, I need to rewire, I need to take care of myself, I need to recalibrate, I need to put me first. It's not selfish. It's not. Now, obviously, there could be some selfish behavior in the midst of that. But when you're doing it in a healthy manner, you're honoring who you were then. And you're saying, all right, you come here. Let's take care of you for a minute. What did you need then? Because probably what you needed then is what I need right now in the present moment. Remember this. The whole purpose of self-improvement is to improve oneself. It's to take care of oneself. The minute that you attach your self-improvement journey to the worth of how other people may think or say about you, you need to pause. You need, because you're going down a path that's not gonna serve you. You need to pause and say, hey yo, whoa, pause. They don't know who I am now. They knew who I was then, but they don't know who I am right now. They don't know the growth I'm doing right now. They have no idea the sacrifices I'm making right now. But at the same time, I can't weigh it against what they think. I have to weigh it against what I think and what I need and what I got to do. It's do not put your self-worth against how other people think or say about you. Because at the end of the day, and this, I've heard this so many times from many great people, what other people think or say about you, hey yo, it's none of your business.